Straight ahead on the Drift, we're launching the boat show season and drifting into the Newport International Boat Show. Built as a commuter boat, it was the concept of a piano man, and it's making boating music. Also, we are at the helm with why a boat survey makes sense before you buy. And they're rising after a devastating hurricane. Plus, it's brighter than bright, it's yachting beauty, it's Hinckley. Need a helicopter for your new super yacht? We've landed one for you. It's all straight ahead this time on The Drift. Hello and welcome to The Drift. I'm your host, Sierra Goodwill. And this time, we drift into one of the largest and most prestigious boat shows in the country, the Newport International Boat Show, right here on the historic waterfront of Newport, Rhode Island. Let's go to John Methia, who's walking the docks and in the middle of it all.
Thanks, Sierra. We're down here on the docks in the middle of all the action. And let me tell you, if you harbor a passion for boating, the Newport International Boat Show is the place to be. Jocelyn, tell me what makes the Newport International Boat Show great.
I mean, where do I start?
Wherever you want to start. I mean, look, there are people here on Bowen's Wharf dining, searching for boats, shopping for boats, just having a great time. It's a place to be.
We take over. So Newport, it's a labor of love. Mm-hmm. The community totally embraces us. We are in our 53rd year.
53 years.
People like to say that we're the kickoff.
So some see September as the end of the season. You see it as the beginning of the season.
We're just getting started. And people up here, we have a short season, right? So I would say the audience has their last big moment in boating. Like around here, your boats stay until Columbus Day if you're lucky.
Right.
I mean, personally, this is my favorite time of year. And then winter, people go down, to Florida to continue the boating. So I think that people on the water just want to do it as much as they can.
What was the surprise of the show this year? What was the big surprise of the show? What's everybody talking about?
I would say our new debut of the Windward Lounge. It's a VIP experience. It's over there on the south side on Perry Mill Wharf. It's right near our FlexJet helicopter. If you have a yacht, you need a helicopter.
You need a helicopter.
Right? Or you can have a Hinckley, you can have a paddleboard. It's all here. It doesn't matter if you're dreaming or if you're in the market. There is something for everyone. But for this show, the Windward VIP Lounge is our exclusive experience. All you can eat, carving stations, cocktails, acoustic music, lounge with seating and shade and a private bathroom. So we're really excited about that. It's the first time that we've ever debuted a private experience. So it's all here, education, land and water, over 16 acres, brokerage, Windward, downtown Newport,
The world's premier boating destination.
That's right.
Straight ahead on the Drift, classic styling, modern amenities, and get up and go. And this show is about a whole lot more than what floats. We'll take a look.
The Drift is brought to you by Boat US, Sociable, and Subaru of New England.
I'm falling in love with you.
Fall in love with driving a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. Explore the beauty of fall in New England with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and active Subaru safety features to keep you safe on every adventure. Buy the Crosstrek with 2.9% financing or lease for just $299 per month.
So you have an awesome product or brilliant idea, but now you want to present it to the world to watch your sales skyrocket. How do you do that? Creating a website for your presentation with just text and pictures isn't going to help you at all, because no one has the time to sit and read. Everyone loves to watch videos now, and that's where Sociable comes in. We'll work with you in the development and production of unique internet and social media videos and get them trending. Internet and social media programming that allows you to capture your customers' attention in a way that's quick, powerful, and creates real conversion. Sociable videos are a great tool for reaching the masses and getting your company's product or services explained in just minutes or even seconds. Sociable will work with you to present your new video on your website and social media platforms. So, for the development of unique internet and social media television channels, program series, and video streaming events, it's Sociable. Let's start trending sociably.
Hey Drifters, now there's a place where the drift is always on. Check out our YouTube page at Drift Sociably. Find full episodes and your favorite drift features. That's Drift Sociably on YouTube, the social place for boaters. And be sure to drop anchor on that subscribe button for us. Get the drift?
Welcome back, Drifters, to historic Newport, Rhode Island and the Newport International Boat Show. John is out there exploring over 15 acres of boating excitement. It's more than just a show. It's a full-on boating playground where he's connecting with some of the top names in the industry.
We all know that Billy Joel loves boats. So some years ago, he was looking for a quick way to commute from Long Island to Manhattan. So what did he do? He commissioned the first Shelter Island runabout. So Skylar, we're aboard the new Shelter Island runabout. And some years ago, we were at your place and we interviewed Billy Joel, who commissioned hull number 1 of the Shelter Island runabout.
Correct,
right?
Yeah, so Billy has been like a lifelong family friend and friend of the boating industry in Long Island, and Billy commissioned the first boat. And before we were done with the first one, it turns out there were a lot more people that were interested in it. Right. So here we are, X years later. That was in 1996, and we keep kind of like sticking with what we like, and we modify it to kind of fit the needs of the people that are interested in buying the boats. So this is our new Shelter Island Runabout FS for forward seating.
I asked Billy back then what he finds special about the boat and why he got involved with the project. And his line was, there are so many Clorox bottle boats,
right,
call them.
Yeah.
Those stamped out boats. This is unique, and everybody loves a classic design, a rum runner design. If you look at this boat, you wouldn't know whether this was built in 1930 or today, right?
Right. I mean, the traditional nature of the boat definitely allows it to kind of stand up against the test of time, which is why it is so similar from where we started. Yeah. But it's it's still popular, and it's still just as pretty as it was on the first day, I think. Yeah.
So you did a little chopping into the hull.
We did, yeah. So this boat in particular was built specifically for a customer who wanted a forward seating area. So we cut into the port side of this hull. You can walk up here. There's a table that'll come up out of the floor. You can raise it all the way, and you can use it as a dining table, a cocktail table. You can lower it down partway, put in a cushion, make it a full day bed up front.
Now, when we showed up at your place some 20 years ago, you were handcrafting these. Yeah. Are you still handcrafting them?
Still happening right there. The boat comes as a hull and a deck, and then everything else is us on Shelter Island, from start to finish.
What inspired this rum runner design for you? Was it an actual rum runner? Was it just designs that you came upon?
Yeah, so the idea, obviously we call it a runabout, which is like a term, but the idea was a commuter. So we wanted something that was elegant but fast, and something that was different, or not so typical of what you'd see within the industry, and that's probably still pretty true. If anything, it's probably more true than it was back then. So that was the concept. I think, there were some sketches that were done that were kind of conceptual, from a shape standpoint, because what the most noteworthy feature, I think, from afar at least, that sets this boat apart is it moves really well through the water, and the sheer line, that kind of side profile view, is really unique. The starting point was kind of those aesthetics, yeah.
Awesome. Hey, don't go changing.
Yeah.
Keep building great boats.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Now we're at the helm with Boat US, diving into a crucial lesson on why a boat survey is essential before making your next big purchase.
All right, Captain John is a friend of the Drift, and at the helm today is Liam, Captain John's son.
Yes, sir.
Right? Tell me about what you do and what Captain John's does.
So Captain John and Sons, what we do is we essentially make sure that you as the buyer are getting a good purchase. Or if you're the owner, insurance often asks you for another survey to update your premium so they know what boat you have and the condition that it's in. So what we'll do, you give us a call, we'll come to you anywhere in New England, we'll get on the boat, we'll test the structural integrity of the hull, the decks, the transom most importantly, and essentially we'll test all of the systems as well. From there, we'll go back home and we'll write a 20 to 30 page report covering everything on the boat.
When do you come in? When does Captain John and Son come in for that survey?
Any year.
Okay.
Even if you have a brand new boat, there can be some anomalies hidden in there that you wouldn't know about unless you called us. And what this shows you, you can see the layers of the laminate. When moisture gets in there or you have a case of delam, these pieces of the fiberglass would separate from each other. In an extreme case, that can cause structural concern.
So then that buyer might be able to go back to the seller and say, hey, there are some issues here. It's not a deal breaker, but maybe we can negotiate that price a little bit, right?
Exactly. You know, it's all these little things that the buyer, they should know before they buy the boat.
Liam, awesome. Thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you, John.
Better boating starts with Boat US. Visit boatus.com for more helpful boating tips. Ahead, it has touched down at the Newport International Boat Show. It's luxury in the sky and the only way to fly.
Boat US has been looking after the interests of recreational boaters for over 55 years. Our goal? To make boating better, safer, and worry-free. From coast to coast and over 600 towboats strong, the Towboat US fleet is the nation's largest. So when you need help on the water, you're not alone. For a day of worry-free boating, take us with you by downloading the Boat US app to get a tow or check weather and tides. Better boating starts here. Join today.
The recreational boating industry in Massachusetts is looking to hire women and men for well-paying, exciting career opportunities. We have the jobs and careers, we just need the people to fill them. For more information on job and career opportunities, schools offering boating industry training, and scholarships available, please visit www.massboatingcareers.com.
The sociable approach to marketing attracts individuals to your product by creating quality content that they enjoy and will convert them into lifelong customers. How do we do it? By developing unique programs, postings, video series, and content delivery across all your social media platforms. We develop engaging and unique content that will get your message out and increase your likes, follows, and shares. We're ready. Let's start trending sociably.
I'm falling in love with you.
Fall in love with driving a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. Explore the beauty of fall in New England with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and active Subaru safety features to keep you safe on every adventure. Buy the Crosstrek with 2.9% financing or lease for just $299 per month.
It's the social place for boaters, the Drift. And we've drifted into one of the largest and most prestigious boat shows in the country. And John has found some folks who are rising up for a great cause.
The Bitter End Yacht Club. I went there some years ago before the hurricane, and it was a wonderful place. We did some sailing with the moorings and some chilling at the Bitter End. What an awesome destination. How have you come back? And tell me about that story.
So Bitter End Rising was our tagline right after the hurricane. We actually started our own clothing line, which you can see all around me. It's called Bitter End Provisions. This was started right after Irma so we could keep the Bitter End name alive. Some of our proceeds went straight to our Bitter End Foundation, which helps support all of our employees and the community down there that obviously lost everything in Hurricane Irma, including myself. So that was a really nice thing to have. Well, we had no job, no home, but we did have Bitter End still supporting us.
When Irma
really
hit,
yeah.
Did you ever think you could rise?
At that very moment, no. It was really hard to picture something like that. I remember setting foot back at Bitter End 2 months after, and I lived there at the time when Irma hit, and there was one wall of my current room left. But we are back better than ever. We've had an amazing couple years coming back. We're about to finish some of our accommodations, which are brand new and right on the water. So we'll have our marina lofts, and we'll also have our beautiful beach bungalows.
So can you still see Mr. Branson's island on the distance? Did
Technically,
that survive?
you can never see him exactly because prickly pear is in the way, but yes, he did survive. He's back with his lemurs and kangaroos.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. Keep rising.
Thank you. We will.
At the Newport International Boat Show, you'll discover much more than amazing boats and watercraft.
Are they vintage or do they just look that way?
They're awesome, and
Amazing.
these are brand new pieces that we make from scratch.
Tell me about them.
These are based off of World War II designs. These would have been on Japanese ships. So we do the restorations of the original pieces off the ships, and we make these brand new. But functional decoration, nautical functional art, throwback to World War II craftsmanship.
Tell me about the optics.
The optics are a hard glass from Japan. We cut, grind, and polish the glass ourselves.
So what makes these great?
The fact that this is an American company and we put a premium on our machining, our tooling and machining.
What got you into this business? Who would think?
A hobby,
How did the hobby start?
just a passion for optics.
Yeah.
Old vintage binoculars.
Okay.
Everything you see, it includes one of these cases that we ship to you, the binoculars, and then you get the tripod case as well.
Custom-made case? That's awesome.
Brazilian teak.
It really has a vintage feel about the whole setup.
We tried to improve upon that and add slotted screws.
And if you have that wonderful home on the water, this would just be the centerpiece of your living room. All right, I've got to take a look. What's it aimed at?
You guys.
All right,
Let's see.
Let me take a look.
As we say in the binocular business, the sky's the limit.
Beautiful.
Coming up, they are legendary, built to the highest standards and shining bright, right here on The Drift. Now there's a place where the drift is always on. Check out our YouTube page at Drift Sociably. Find full episodes and your favorite drift features. That's Drift Sociably on YouTube, the social place for boaters. Get the drift? Welcome back, drifters, to historic Newport, Rhode Island and the Newport International Boat Show. John, what more have you found in your quest for the best?
Here at the Newport International Boat Show, you'll find plenty of bright work. And if there's one place where it really shines, is right here at Hinckley. Let's go check it out. Hinckley Boats, the Hinckley company. You know, I've owned 3 of these.
Yeah?
No. See, you look surprised when I said that, right? I hope to one day own a Hinckley.
There you go. We all do.
They're certainly dream boats for so many people.
Yeah, we all hope to own one someday.
Tell me what's buzzing about Hinckley. You're the star of the show, always, right?
Thank you. Thank you. So there's a lot going on at Hinckley these days. We have a new product. We've got a Picnic Boat 39, which is a brand new product that'll be out next summer. We've had a great launch with that. 10 of those have been sold, but the first one won't deliver till next summer.
The 48 is just amazing.
So the Teleria 48, they are built on our custom line up in Maine, okay? And so what that means is the customer can really decide what they want to have on the boat. There's a lot of opportunity to personalize and get exactly what you want. This is obviously a really nice big cockpit, fabulous area for entertaining.
Wonderful.
And obviously there's tables that can go in and out of here for dining. But it's really just a fabulous place to hang out in the sun.
This is where you hang.
This is where you hang.
This is where it happens,
This is where it
absolutely.
happens. Exactly.
And it's so absolutely custom.
Yeah.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Scott, galley up.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, this is a great arrangement.
Yeah.
So our customers love this setup because when you're preparing food or you're preparing drinks, you can really be a part of the party. It's great for entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the operator of the boat can be a part of the party as well, but it just makes sense. Feels like, feels very open. It feels like the way it needs to feel in here. One of the things you'll notice in here, which really kind of showcases what we do, is just the level of detail in the woodwork that you see here. This is all hand built. There's not a lot of machining that goes on here. It's all done by hand, go into building this very, kind of furniture style interior.
And the bright, even on the deck, is just amazing.
Yeah. Our varnishers up in Maine that apply this finish, they've been with us for years and years and years. Tons of experience to get this level of finish.
Can you get a custom Hinckley carpet? Because when the kids come in with the sand on the feet, I'm a little concerned about that bright work.
Well, the boat actually comes with these special carpet-style covers that cover up the wood. So if you do have the grandkids on board and you have sand and so on and so forth, that's what you can cover things up. One of the things that's really unique about Hinckley's is they are powered with diesel engines that go to water jets. And so what water jets enable the customer to do is to go to places other people can't because there's no appendages, there's no propellers hanging below the boat.
Yeah,
so you can get into
picnic boat concept.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's
right up on the beach.
It's water jets. You can back right up to a beach. This boat that's 48 feet long draws just a few feet. And again, you don't have to worry about the appendages. They're safe. You don't have to worry about people falling off the back and propellers. It's just water jets. And the biggest part about that is we have our own proprietary control system. You can see the joystick over there.
Right.
This boat can be controlled with surgical precision. Put it wherever you want.
And Hinckley was really a leader in that game, going
way
back, right?
Yeah, so we developed the first recreational joystick system in the mid-90s when the first picnic boat came out. And it's really grown and developed since then. And our latest system called JetStick 4 has some incredible features on it that nobody else in the industry has been able to do.
Telling the story of amazing work, meeting great people,
That's it.
and selling boats.
That's what we do.
Can't beat it.
Exactly.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Drift Above is brought to you by Subaru of New England.
I'm coming to you from the Windward VIP Lounge, your private oasis at the Newport International Boat Show. It is simply amazing with breathtaking views of Narragansett Bay and the relaxing sounds of the waterfront. It's the ultimate spot to kick back, And now let's drift above the Windward VIP Lounge and historic Newport Harbor for one of the best views in boating. It's one of the most prestigious boat shows in the country, set against the stunning backdrop of historic Newport, Rhode Island. This iconic event is located right in the heart of Newport Harbor. Newport Harbor is a bustling hub of marine activity. It's home to both luxury yachts and local fishing boats, creating a unique blend of old world charm and modern maritime culture. Whether you're here to explore the latest in marine technology or simply enjoy the breathtaking views of the harbor, the Newport International Boat Show promises something for everyone. So whether you're dreaming of your next yacht or just soaking in the coastal beauty, Newport and its harbor offer the perfect destination to explore, unwind, and immerse yourself in the ultimate boating lifestyle. There's more Drift Above at driftsociably.com or at driftsociably on social media. Like, follow, share, and subscribe to the social place for boaters, The Drift. Now right down there is one of the stars of the show and our friends at FlexJet Helicopters. Let's drop in on them.
Eli Flint is here, and they have the showstopper. He is the president of FlexJet Helicopters. Tell me about this beautiful machine, man.
Thank you, John. Thanks for coming out. So this is the Sikorsky S76C++. We operate a fleet of these, the C++ and the D model 76s here in the Northeast, in South Florida and the Bahamas, and over in London in the UK. We cover France and Italy out of the UK.
So who's your market for this kind of a helicopter?
Well, there's a spectrum of customers for this. People who have horse ranches and they want to fly out and land in a corral. People who have a landing pad at their house. We do a lot of yacht-related trips down in the Bahamas, landing in marina parking lots. So we can really get creative with how we use a helicopter.
What do you need to land a helicopter like this on? Can you just you dropped in here, obviously, at the show?
But really what we need is just about 100 feet of clear space.
So the next question.
Yes.
Can you help me beat traffic on the way out of this show?
We can do that. We go right over the top of anything. Yeah.
All right, so Sierra, that wraps things up from the Newport International Boat Show, and Eli here is going to give me a lift. We'll see you later.
Let's go.
Let's go.
After you.
Thanks for joining us, Drifters, from the Newport International Boat Show. We'll see you again next time, and maybe out on the water. It's the social place for boaters, The Drift. For more like this, like, follow, share, and subscribe to The Drift at Drift Sociably or visit us at driftsociably.com. For all of us here at The Drift, I'm Sierra Goodwill. Drift Sociably. Get the drift?
The Drift is brought to you by Boat US, Sociable, and Subaru of New England.